Hello, it is Monday, it's Christmas week, and I've got all of the things on the go in here, from the microwave to the air fryer to the hob. So if you get overstimulated by that, same, sorry, but this is like the first opportunity where I feel like I've had the energy to pick up the camera today, and I am so sorry for these vlogs, but I'm hoping it's Christmas week, man. Come on, it's gotta get better. Started a new advent calendar today. Back on the old amoxicillin to hopefully clear this chest infection, which the doctor called it last night. First time someone's ever actually called it something, because first time anyone's ever been asked to take a look at me rather than just ply me with drugs that I can have. So started another round of those. I've also started taking, I don't know whether this is bollocks, I'm pretty sure it's going to be bollocks, this Sweet Bee Organics elderberry elixir. This is supposed to be a natural immunity booster that someone recommended to me following me having a moan on Instagram about how poorly I'd been. So there might be some legs to it, I don't know, but usually when it's got not a whole lot to it, I just think it's probably a load of shit. I got up this morning, albeit late, and went to the gym. I walked down the stairs in my gym kit and Andy went, "What the fuck, are you going to the gym?" And I said, yeah, I'm gonna try, and I tried. I think that is the key word. It was much better than yesterday. I actually managed to do a decent 5 exercise kind of session, so not terrible. And I did 10 minutes on the bike before my chest just felt like it was going to explode, and I was drawing attention to myself for coughing like you wouldn't believe. And I've been coughing all friggin' day, all day, to the point where wherever I've been, whether it was, I say where I've been to Tesco, people were staring, like it's that bad. I'm actually quite impressed that I've not coughed my guts up whilst I'm on camera just yet, but I'm sure this time. I have just made myself up a honey and lemon and hot water just to fucking try. I hate honey unless it's mixed in with like yogurt, so I'm just trying to make every single effort for this week because I want to have a fucking good Christmas, and I refuse to not have. As far as the rest of the day went, I took Maggie for a walk, coughed my guts up on that, people were looking at me. What else have I done? I've wrapped the rest of the Christmas presents, job done. I fell asleep. Sleep's not been great. I fell asleep, had a nap, and I should have had a massage at 4:30, but I had to cancel it. I'm sick of having to cancel on stuff that I need because I'm ill. If it's not Friendsmas, it's, you know, massages with Katrina. I haven't had one for months, since August, because if you remember right, I turned up to the last one and was like, "Hi, I'm pregnant." She was like, "Hi, go home," because I just couldn't remember what we'd said about the first trimester. So that's really annoying. So I won't see her until the new year now. That's how the day has gone, but I am hopeful that things will start to improve a little this week, because I'm putting all the effort in. All the effort in. So pray for me. Sit. Good girlie. It is Tuesday. It is day 2 of fighting off the chest infection with more antibiotics. I did manage to train this morning and it wasn't horrendous, so I'm going to take it. Maggie, no, whatever you're about to eat off the floor. It wasn't horrendous. I just keep coughing like fuck. It used to be when there's a change of temperature as well, so I'm struggling when I'm going out for a walk. I'm struggling when I'm going into the shop at the end of the road, from the cold into the warm. I'm a bit disappointed because I thought I'd made a little bit of progress on the dairy front over the last couple of days. So yesterday, I stopped eating it, Hannah, because, you know, it's not helping you. Yesterday I had one of those. It's just one of the yogurt pouches, because I was like, do you know what? I don't know where we stand on dairy anymore, and I'm gonna keep trying a few different things throughout the pregnancy and just see how it goes. Yesterday, I didn't react to it and was like, oh my God, could yoga be back on the menu? No, it can't. Today, I've reacted to it. Can't stop farting, in pain. Yeah. So I'm a little bit sad about that. Maybe it's just too much, but I have been trying a little bit of whey here and there as well, and that was okay. It's almost like just too much over a course of consecutive days is a no. Oh well. But yeah, I would say that chest infection is clearing a little bit, seems to be getting a little bit better. However, we are still wearing a pair of Andy's pants and a liner because every time I cough aggressively, I wee myself. So.
Go see Mum. Go see Mum.
Maggie!
Good girlie. Go see Mum. Come on, go see Mum. Come
here! Come here! Oh, today I also had my first Vinted fuck up, I believe, where I'd bought 2 pairs of trousers, 2 different sellers. 1 didn't fit, that's not their fault. 2 sent me wax melts. And because I didn't check it straight away, it had passed the 24-hour mark, so I'm stuck with some fucking hanging wax melts that I'll never use. Also, discovery of the week. Oh my God, I'm so breathless. Why is my heart rate so high? A joke. This has changed my life. I've learnt this week. The search bar at the top of Vinted has a tiny camera icon. If you screenshot something that you are looking for or you're in a shop, you can use that camera icon to find it, either the exact thing by brand or products that are pretty close, which has just changed my entire existence. So, I mean, I used to be pretty good at finding stuff anyway, but there's no stopping me now. Hello, it is Wednesday and it is Christmas Eve. And if you're looking at me thinking, fucking hell, Hannah, you look tired. Correct. I didn't get a good night's sleep at all. My neighbour, oh my God, my neighbour. I cannot wait to move. My neighbour came home from the pub last night, so pissed up at 12:30. She started trying to kick her own door down because she couldn't get in. And she did this for about half an hour, screaming in the street. We live in a nice area, by the way. My neighbour is just a piece of trash. And yeah, she was just on one, and to the point where I actually hung out of the window after half an hour and shouted at her. I shouted at her for shouting. But I lost it. I had my inhaler last night before bed, and it did the opposite of what it should have done. I had like a huge reaction to it and could not get to sleep. So I'd just got off to sleep when she came home from the pub. So I was fuming. But today managed to get up, go to the gym. I did steps. I didn't do any cardio. Doing cardio, no matter what equipment I use, I'm coughing my guts up. So I gave it a rest. However, I've done about 45 minutes out of my 75 this week, which isn't terrible considering like I was in the urgent treatment centre on Sunday night. Like, I'm not going to be mad at it. I feel like things may be starting to shift. Speaking of, I need to go and take another amoxicillin, but I've done everything for the day, so I can just enjoy my Christmas Eve, which is currently consisting of watching films curled up with Maggie, because Andy's still working till, I don't know actually, I think he may be able to get away between 3 and 5, and yeah, just getting things ready for tomorrow. Andy, bless him, did say this morning, he was like, I didn't want to say anything, but you do look very tired and pale. I was like, well, one of those I'm going to sort out today and tan for tomorrow. Why do people tan for Christmas? Like, You are just sitting in the front room, but you must do it tanned. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It'll be really nice to spend it with family, and yeah, it's just nice, isn't it? That's the last one, just the two of us, which is weird.
Boy, Dickie.
Better eat it up quick, my good.
Yeah. Oh, got there.
Got hardly any
Most boring people do.
again.
Hello. It is actually Saturday, the 27th of December. So we have spent the last 2 days, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, just soaking up family time with my parents. Today was the first day that we went back to the gym, and I trained pulling hams. It was decent. I've done 15 minutes cardio. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So I'm so pleased about that, because Christ, this has been long. It's been very, very chill. Just watching movies, spending time, being present, which is obviously very important to us. And everyone keeps saying, like, soak up the last Christmas of you as a two. Well, if that was important to us, then we wouldn't have had a baby. Do you know what I mean? But we have been just, enjoying, the process, the pregnancy, and thinking a lot about what next year is going to be like, which is probably a little bit more chaotic. However, we're so ready for it. And I'm starting to feel just generally happier, healthier, which thank fuck for that, because it's just been hard work the past few weeks. Thought I'd do a little bit of what I got for Christmas before I start putting it away. Now that we have seen everybody, I'm going to make it pretty snappy, because I'm going to make some lunch for Andy and I before we have what is usually our tradition on Boxing Day, but we were at my mum's, so we didn't want to do that, and we're going to do it tonight. We have an Indian on Boxing Day. Very quickly, from my mother-in-law and father-in-law, So I was gifted by my mother and father-in-law a pregnancy massage. It's actually like a full day experience, which I could not be fucking happier about, to be honest. So it's a choice of 150-minute spa treatment per person, a light lunch, use of the facilities, robe and towel provided, and I will be having the LMS Expert Peaceful Pregnancy Massage. I don't know when to have it, i.e. I don't know at which point in my pregnancy would be the optimal time to have that. I don't want to be too big, too tired, too uncomfortable. So maybe around like the 30-week mark. Don't know, but I'll get that looked at. From my brother and sister-in-law, I was gifted Huda Beauty Makeout Sesh Lip Duo. Now, my sister-in-law and I were talking about these, that I wasn't as keen on the lip stain, like the contour lip stain, the lip tint. However, this comes with the lip gloss as well, and I don't know whether that might help it a little bit. For some reason, when I tried these, the wand was a little bit stiff, like the nib was stiff, but I don't know whether I just need to use it more to soften it. So I'm going to give it a go again, but I love the fact that this comes with a gloss as well. Also gifted me very kindly an H&M voucher. I've spoken about how H&M seem to be the maternity clothes good choice for a little bit of style, because maternity clothes are fucking gross, as I have exclaimed many a time. Yeah, that's something that I wanted to have a look into. Andy, who couldn't quite contain himself this year, we always put like a budget on what we buy each other. He just fucking ignored that this year, but whatever. Bless him, he was like, you've had a tough, shitty year, and I wanted to spoil you. So who can really blame the man? He got me the Explosive Fibres thermal pants. Now, after I came back from the British finals, the PCA British finals, Explosive Fibres didn't have a store, but Monster Factory did. And their thermal joggers they just felt so comfortable that I wanted to give them a try. And the training pants, whilst they are so comfortable, they are very thin, and these are just that little bit thicker, and they've got that thermal lining. So I'm going to give those a go. He got me them in a medium because the large is a huge step up in sizing, and the medium has always fit me so far. Medium is still fitting me, so we're going to roll with it and hope that I can get some wear out of them up until, I don't know, March, when I would probably retire them for warmer weather anyway. And he also got me, I imagine I've been quite difficult to buy for this year, just because I obviously can't have the supplements that I would normally have. I'm not prepping, so there's no bikinis or anything that I really need a lot of help with affording and stuff in the future. But he got me, and he always knows that this is such a winner for me. He got me a dark sport cropped long sleeve. And he knows that if he goes on the Dark Sport website and picks anything, I will probably love it, because they are my favourite brand. They just really are my favourite brand. It's also cropped, which means I will be able to wear that throughout, hopefully. Also, if it doesn't, it's something to look forward to getting back into once baby is here. He also got me this flannel jacket from Dark Sport. Like, I love a flannel. I always pinch his, which I think was his inspo behind it, and was also like, can you fucking stop pinching my clothes? This is a medium, and it does come up quite oversized, but it's like Sherpa lined and has the Wolves logo here, and also this brand in here. It's fucking gorgeous. So I cannot wait to wear that, and I think I will get a lot of wear out of that because I can wear it open or I can wear it closed as more of a shirt. And he also got me, now I need to do a little bit more research on this as to whether I can use it. I think I can. I think LED light therapy is fine if it's targeted in a place throughout pregnancy. From the research that I've done already, because I was after one of these, I think if you are using a red light sauna and all of you is exposed to the red light, not so much safe for pregnancy. However, I believe that if it's localised and it's not on your trunk, you should be okay. But Andy bought me the Shark Cryo Glow mask. I'm not going to be able to have any kind of skincare or treatments or anything like that. When I say skincare and treatments, I mean Botox and the other things that I would want to have, like on my face. I can't do any of those whilst I am carrying baby or whilst I'm breastfeeding. So Andy got me the Cryo Glow mask, which is something that I've wanted for a really, really long time, to just try and give my skin a little bit of a helping hand as I get older. I'm really looking forward to using that. That's what Andy got me for Christmas. Naughty. My mum and dad and stepdad also got me like some chocolatey bits and things like that, some like smaller chocolate bits. I don't know whether they thought I had enough eyeshadow palettes, but I definitely do now. I had mentioned that Beauty Bay do the best good value, strong pigment eyeshadows, and I could do with more of them from the 16 colour sets. Georgina listened to that and she went, hold my beer, because she bought me, and I say she because we all know it's the mums that do all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 palettes. I think they do them as like a bulk buy set, but she bought me the neutrals palette, the berries palette, the smoky eye palette, the nude palette, the botanical palette, the fiery palette, and the rich palette. I've opened a couple of these and had a look at them. I obviously looked at them online before she had bought these because I was looking at getting some of these myself. But they really are excellent. And they all come with some matte colours and some glitter shimmer colours as well. Because I keep saying colours, I mean shades. But I'm really looking forward to using those. I am getting more experimental with colour on myself, especially for eyeliner. You also heard me moaning about maternity clothes and how it's an expense and it's hard to find some nice things. And I had mentioned H&M to them in conversation when we were talking about it. They were asking, you know, was there anywhere that I had found? And I said H&M, but also I want to be able to buy sustainably. I want to be able to go on Vinted and have a look at these things. Why have Vinted not come out with a way that someone else can top up your balance yet, or like a gift voucher? Because I would smash the shit out of that. That's all I would ask for. All I would ask for. They kindly gifted me some cash to expand on my wardrobe because fuck me, my clothes are not fitting. I seem to have really popped this week and feel like I have got an actual bump now because I've started to fill out at the top. And yeah, I'm starting to really like the look now that I have filled out at the top. Like, you can tell I'm pregnant, not that I'm just really struggling with some bad bloating. I haven't done a check-in this week because Christmas Day fell on Thursday and Amy is having some very well-deserved time off. I've been relatively conscious of what I've been eating. I have weighed in as well and I'm at 84 kilos after yesterday. And yesterday was another day like completely off plan and not thinking too hard about what I was having. Christmas Day itself was definitely a higher protein day for what I ate. Yesterday, not so much, but it's fine. It's one day out of the year. And we're back on it today with macro tracking. They also, naughty, and I don't know how this has become so crushed, but thankfully it's just the bag and what is inside it is a lot more robust than the bag itself. Daniela Draper is my favourite jeweller. A lot of my jewellery, or all of my jewellery really, apart from my engagement ring and my wedding ring, come from Daniela Draper. It's silver that is handcrafted, it's recycled, it is luxurious, but it's also extremely wearable. Like, I don't take it off. I've got some rings as well and some other necklaces that I'm just not wearing because I will wear one at once. But it's extremely wearable for a luxurious kind of brand. When people buy jewellery and then only bring it out on special occasions, I'm like, every day is a special occasion, is it not? So my wonderful mum, dad and stepdad bought me a new necklace, which they have said they will have engraved. So it's like a flat plate, a flat silver plate. And they've said that when there is a name and a date to engrave on there, they will do that for me. So after baby is born, I'll give that back to my mum and say, can I have this engraved, please? And she will go and do that. So that was fucking lovely of them. And that is what I got for Christmas. Incredibly spoiled, incredibly grateful. Had the most wonderful time just soaking everyone up. It was just lovely. And can you believe tomorrow we find out whether we're having a boy or a girl? I think things will feel extremely real. Not that they don't already, but I feel like the connection between me and baby, whilst I can't feel them, will really start to build from tomorrow. I'm gonna have a shower, get my shit together, and go and make some lunch before we head out and get some steps in later on this afternoon. But today's going to be a very low-key day. All of our days have been, and I think it's okay. I'm usually one of those people that feels like they have to fill all of their time. I really am, you know that. But I have really, really needed and have enjoyed this restful period whilst we've had it, and will continue to have it. I think it's really important for me to do that. Yeah, very grateful, feeling very loved, very spoiled. I'm very excited to start smashing through some of these eyeshadow palettes. Oh my God. Hey Dad.
Hi. What's up? Is this for the video?
Yeah, what flavour?
It's a little boy.
Why are you so sure?
I've told you why I'm sure. Because everyone within our relatively immediate circle have all had girls.
Apart from Emily.
Apart from Emily. That's one out of many.
That's not how it works.
Of course it is. Of course it is. You're in a group of 6. You're in a group of 6. You're the last one to flip your coin. Everyone else has flipped it before you, and they've all said tails. What are you picking? No, you're not.
I know. I know. I think it's a girl.
It's a boy.
On the last scan that we had, it was giving boy energy when it was skydiving.
It's true. Yeah.
Let's hope they are more cooperative today, because that was interesting.
Yeah, I think it was because we were a touch early, weren't we?
It was, but yeah, they were tipping me upside down and everything. I have packed in the car a packet of fizzy sweets and a Coke Zero, because apparently that can help. You all right?
What's the milk in this?
Yeah.
No, what's the milk in this?
Oh.
Oh, is it? Did you change your water in the machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Are you trying to tell me I've made you a shitty cup of coffee?
It just tasted very different all of a sudden. Which pod did you use?
It's just Stormy Ale.
Sturmio. It's really nice.
It's Sunday. It's Sunday. I've trained glutes this morning. I do want to get back into filming some of my training. However, I have been having to do a lot of adaptation, and the last couple of weeks of training has not been impressive in the slightest, because of just how I felt. Been slower sessions. They've been just get in there and do what you can do and just be okay with that. And they've not been great, I'll be honest. They feel like they're starting to get back on the up, but even with glutes today, I'd already made some adaptations just for safety, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to start adapting some of my training for my bump, because it's getting in the way. And it's not that it's not safe, it's just that it's fucking cumbersome and it's in the way. I've also used some of my new palettes this morning. My eyebrows are a little bit weird today, but I'll give them that. But I've used the nude palette that I've got, even to do the kind of smoky wing, which is really good, really like it. I did use the Huda Beauty Rosewood set that I got. I'm still not a fan. I'm still not a fan. I wish I was. I wanted to really like it. I'm going to persevere with it. It's not nice to work with like any other applicators or lip liners that I've had before, so I'll keep at it. But we are just having a sit down. I say we, Andy's upstairs still. We are just having a little sit down with a coffee before we head on over to the clinic for our gender reveal scan. I think I said yesterday, I feel a bit sick this morning, and I know that it's not like preggy sickness, it's like a nervous tummy. There's still like a really small part of you that gets a little bit anxious on scan days, because like anything can happen, and I don't think I will fully... it's hard. Until you feel them and you know that they are there, I don't think I will feel super confident and be able to completely enjoy pregnancy, because there's always going to be that little element of worry of, are they okay? If I can feel them moving around, I know they're all right. But until then, it's just a bit weird. And as you get further along, as I found in the last maybe week and a half, I wouldn't say any longer than that, but in the last week and a half, and don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for it, and this is going to sound so fucking like I'm moaning about something else, because I've moaned about how bad the symptoms have been. The symptoms are lessening, and as they lessen, you're like, oh, I hope everything's all right. If you feel like shit, you know that things are probably okay. And as I'm starting to feel better, my mind's starting to wander to, oh, I hope they're all right, and that it's fucking exhausting. Would you show us what the lights look like, so that I can, because I've seen these videos and I've been like, is that pink? Is that blue? So that's blue, obviously, yeah. Okay, got ya. Thank you. That's quite obvious. Yeah. You know, when you see things online and you're like, fucking hell, I don't want to be sat there and be like, what? I
have a little person with nice sticking heartbeat.
Lovely. Love to see it.
So, little head.
Yeah.
Tummy. Little legs.
It's so cool every time, isn't it? With big bloody feet.
Little front legs.
So this is the top of baby's head, looking a beautiful shape. Look at that, nice and oval there. I'm just going to measure that head, so you know that. So you have an anterior placenta.
Yeah, I do.
Did they explain that to you?
Yeah, that I shouldn't feel things as much.
So you get feelings more at the sides,
Okay.
low down,
Okay.
not in this central area, because that is a big piece of kit,
Yeah.
big piece of padding.
Does
It's
look
quite
big,
thick
doesn't
and
it, now?
chunky. So if baby was kicking at that, you wouldn't feel it centrally. You're going to feel more at the
You're
sides.
trying to tell me I
while
might get
baby's
some
moving
better
around.
sleep towards the end.
Possibly.
Lovely.
And you will find that it's a little bit later on. So we say averages between 18 and 24 weeks for the first baby to feel. It would be more like 20.
Yeah, that's what I'd read. 20.
Yeah. So don't be panicking when these well-meaning people are saying to you,
Yeah.
go, no, I've got an anterior placenta. It's not likely to happen for
Might
you.
get a t-shirt.
Yeah.
No, I've
Fuck
got
off, I've got an anterior placenta.
Are we ready?
Yeah, oh god.
You ready? You ready, Andrew? Okay, so, just close your eyes, put your hands over your faces so there's no peeking, please. Don't spoil it by peeking, okay? No peeking, no peeking, no peeking.
No peeking.
So, in 3, 2, 1, open your eyes.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Set me off.
Oh, I thought I'd seen a little willy. when I went here, I squeezed your hand because I was like, I think I've seen a willy. Don't ever tell her.
There's no willies in here.
Okay.